What's up, everybody? This is Versus, episode 40. I'm John Marin. That's Will Cohen. Will, congratulations, first of all. We did it. We've gotten through all of Jagged Edge, but, that doesn't mean that the adventures need to stop, right?
No, and I really feel like we definitely jumped out of the frying pan of shit directly into the fire of bigger shit here.
Yeah. When you follow the thread of Jagged Edge, a lot of the movies are also co-signed by ITN Distribution. So I said, let's go back to the roots. They were making movies before Jagged Edge even thought of making movies. And way back, the first horror movie ITN Distribution put their creepy little friggin' stamp of blurry nonsense on is this movie, and it's called Vlogworthy.
Hey guys, it's your girl Des coming back at you with another vlog, so get excited.
Another fun new way to wear a colored stone is by wearing them on your fingers.
Vlog exclusive! Big time jewelry designer working on her latest orders.
Oh!
Nope.
Oh my god, are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
David, give me my phone.
Do you ever stop? And what are you telling these people where we're going for? That freaks me out.
Hey guys, I'm here with Mel, promoter of House Coffee, and she's gonna tell us a little bit about herself.
My passion, I guess you could say, or what I wanted to do with my degree was to be that go-to person that gets brands to explode online and help people become more vlog-worthy, I guess you could say.
Really?
Box of sand that was delivered to her house because she loves the beach. It's weird people knows where she lives.
Mel, he doesn't want to do it.
So lame. Yeah, I'm not piercing myself. Sorry.
It's just a belly button. Do it for a new belly button stone or something. Happier and no attempt. And action.
Why? What do you want? I'll do it.
I just want you to be vlog-worthy.
No. You're insane.
Smile!
Hey guys, Des here.
Punishing me because people like me.
And that's Vlogworthy. You just basically saw the entire movie in that trailer, which is obviously always been an ITN Distribution problem. Will, initial thoughts on Vlogworthy?
My initial thought is this. My initial thought is someone watched a Lisa Loeb music video and thought, what if she was at the center of a horror film? What if she was the villain in a horror film? How could we make that work? And God bless him for trying, but Lisa Loeb is a sweetheart, and fuck you guys.
This movie is about, basically, you saw it. Well, a girl has, she's trying to get her. Well, she's an actress, right? Des is an actress. She's just trying to make it big in the world. So her side project is she's a jewelry maker, but she really wants to be an actress. So she wants to get famous. She accidentally runs into this lady, Mel, when she's at the mall, and then they have a thing. But we are burying the lead. Will, hit him with that cold open. What happens in the cold open?
So in the cold open, we see a woman in a ski mask and a GoPro.
I'll do anything else. I did everything you asked. Oh, please.
Which, if you have the subtitles turned on, like I typically do with films on Tubi, it kind of gives away really gives away the lead that this is Mel the entire time. But she's making this girl, her latest pet project, swallow razor blades.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Swallow.
Because
that's what the people want to see.
It'll get her hits. It'll get her views. It'll get her likes.
It's weird that the Mel's criminal mastermind plan is she's like a legitimate media person. She knows how to drive search engine optimization and hits and likes and followers to a site. But then then it's like question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. Then you just go to the dark web. Then it's just snuff films in the dark web. It's like, wait a minute. Like, if you've built me up to like tens of thousands of legitimate followers, they're not like, it doesn't just go to the dark web after that, does it?
I mean, there's no reason for it to immediately go to the dark web, but
yeah. But anyway,
right off the bat, like you can tell that Mel has an agenda, but like the cold open only lasts like maybe about 3 minutes, maybe 5, and you can tell that this agenda has no logic to it whatsoever.
Your numbers are the best yet. I told you we have to escalate to keep it vlog-worthy.
Especially if you saw the trailer first.
right.
And so it really makes this film, which is only a very lean 70 minutes long, feel like you're watching like a new Scorsese film. It just takes so long.
Yeah, the pacing is really weird because, like, yeah, you watch the cold open, you know that she's the bad guy. She shows up in Dez's life, and basically it takes her all but like 15 minutes to like get the boyfriend out of the house.
You can take some time to work on that mon-com.
I guess. That means we could spend time without that damn phone in our face. How long do you think it'll take?
3 to 4 days, tops.
Now she's alone with her, and then the whole like last 35 minutes of the film is like this dragged out, like, I don't know, it's like wannabe torture porn, like wannabe Saw, wannabe like movie. Like it like hits the heights where it's like, oh shit, that's fucked up. But
You see, like this is like towards the end, when it finally goes into like the dark web territory, I kept on thinking, like, I legitimately was having this thought where I kept on thinking John is going to be really, really pissed off if he has the same thought that I did, which is someone watched Eden Lake and decided that they were going to tack that kind of torture and aggression into the film without any of the payoff.
right, it's just the whole like with, I mean, it's not even to spoil everything. It doesn't make the whole like whatever that is. It's a kidnapping, I guess. Like I don't know what you would call what's happening to Dez, right? Like Mel's in her house, and she's in her house, like forcing her to make content for whatever reason. Like she has her pierce her own belly button.
That was fun.
Like all kinds of weird things. But they're in her house, and this is over the course of days. And it's just another woman who's the same size as you. You're not.
Technically,
and all she has is a taser. Like, beat the shit out of her.
Technically, especially from what we saw in the trailer, Mel has like quite a bit of height on her.
Totally missed it. Are you freaking insane? I'm not the only one at thousands to see my birthday.
And at least like towards the end when they're doing the torture stuff, like the belly button thing, like that at least makes sense because it's like, well, there's other ways of wearing jewelry. Navel ring. That as much as that scene is kind of painful to watch for all the wrong reasons, at least it makes sense with the brand. It makes sense why she would make her do that to torture her, but at least it makes sense, like to the point that no one would question it. That's the only one that makes sense though. Like even when David's in the picture.
Let's talk about getting to the belly button ring thing, right? Like
okay,
like let's talk about getting there, right? Because that's like when Dez finally stands up for herself. It's like, we're gonna have to pierce your belly button. It's like, you know what? I don't want to. You're gonna do it. I don't want it. Then it becomes like, then she shoves her into the wall and she's like roughing her up. Then the next scene, she's like stripped down and duct taped. Right. Then she does the scene willingly with no duct tape on her.
Okay,
Here I go.
Like she's only like restrained like a certain percentage of the time in her own house. So she's on her home turf. Mel's doing things like doing stuff for days and days and days, because then she gets the scene where she's drunk after that. And does Mel never sleep? Like how do you not get out of there? Like, how do you not get out of your own house?
Again, like none of this stuff like makes sense. Like,
Yeah.
But even like, it should have raised flags immediately.
Yeah.
At the jump, where, like, okay, we get the impression that at the very least, Dave is not on board with being with social media influencing.
That's a whole lot of cameras.
He doesn't like it.
Fine. I mean, he is being such a gigantic asshole about the entire thing.
Thank you so much for doing this.
My pleasure. So much easier to get some fame nowadays. Why not go out and grab it?
I could think of a few reasons.
Yeah.
But it's very clear he is not on board. But it's one of those times as well with ITN films where the asshole just happens to be right. And they're making them do things, like Mel's making them do things that have nothing to do with jewelry. It's like, oh, they're doing couples yoga. They're kissing each other. They're like talking about like going out to eat and everything like that. None of this has to do with jewelry, and this is a jewelry vlog.
Right.
And the amount of times that Des very explicitly says, hey, this is a jewelry vlog. I did not want to be famous. This is what I wanted to do with this. Hell, I could have made that in the drinking game all by itself, and everyone would have been wasted within 3 minutes of this fucking movie. But she continues going on with it because this is just innocuous stuff. It's like you're making your subject strip down on IGN when that's already pretty frowned upon.
Yeah.
Nothing of this film makes sense at all.
So she gets Dave out of the house with the understand like, oh hey, we'll just focus on Des for a little bit. We'll do 3 or 4 days of content. Then part of that content is Des is like was an alcoholic, I guess, and now she's sober.
Mm-hmm.
She forces her to drink like an entire bottle of vodka or tequila. I have no idea what it is.
Come on, let it out.
And then makes her records her saying she's gonna break up with her boyfriend, and then puts that on the internet.
He's a selfish asshole. All he cares about is stupid movies. I'm more talented than he'll ever be. And
of course, the funny thing is all the cheesy you see the comments in the bottom of the screen oh, we support you, blah blah blah. Then
first of all, she would have been dead finishing that entire bottle. Just
she's not a big girl.
Dead.
She's not a big girl. And then things start going south, and then Dave shows up, when Mel's strapped Des to the bed. Dave shows up to rescue her. Des tells him, oh, she's crazy, she's doing all this stuff, and Dave's first response is not to call the police. It's not to do anything like that. It's to just stumble around the house and try to break all the cameras that are there.
What's that doing here?
I don't know.
Which, it's obviously your first choice, right?
Yeah. I would have just called the police right away. And also, I don't understand, half the time that Des is alone with Mel, Des has her phone in her hand. She could have called 911 at any time.
Here you go, guys. Proof I have your back.
Right.
At any time. That doesn't, though.
I mean, granted, when it's very clear that, that Mel constantly has a taser, and we see her we see Mel get tased multiple times.
Oh yeah, Des gets tased multiple times. Whatever. So then, Dave and Des get tased. Now they're both captured. Mel has her assistant, the weird camera hacker guy. And the resolution is just it's so sloppy. It's such a sloppy resolution. Like, Dave gets out of the chair and he's fighting, and they just like kind of like they have it's like really bad fight choreography, and like they stab him, I guess.
This is fun! Come on!
And he's hitting them, and then they stab him, and he falls on the ground, and they stab him, and he's dead.
It kind of hurt, Dave.
And then somehow, like, Des gets free.
Stop!
And then she turns the tables on him, and she kills both of them. It's so sloppy.
I think I finally get you. And I want to show you just how thankful I am for helping me expand my brand.
Which, like, the assistant is a big Tongan-looking dude.
Yeah,
there's no way, like 5 foot nothing, like maybe a buck wet, like maybe 100 pounds wet woman is like taking on both of them, and somehow she manages, which so dumb.
And the weird, like, I don't think it's a twist, but it's just like a fact that's thrown out there, is like Dave has recognized Mel as some other online influencer person who was like, who they know had done stuff like this before.
Busy Girl 88.
Yeah, Girl 88.
I sadly committed that to memory.
I don't understand how somebody who is known to have done this and people know who they are is able to exist and not be in jail. But let's just add that to my list of questions. And then at the end of the movie, what does Des go insane? She goes insane, kind of, I guess. And then her agent calls her back and has this acting job for her. But, kind of too late because she's lost a toe and a bunch of other stuff.
She's lost a toe and her sanity and her dignity, and she definitely lost the audience.
Yeah. Whatever. I hope you enjoyed the clips we put in there. Let's just get these ratings. There's nothing else to say about this movie. I think we rated this movie exactly the same. While this isn't like, it's 1.5 for me. This isn't like the bottom of the barrel, like Jagged Edge stuff. There's no like crappy CGI effects. There's nobody getting eaten by dinosaurs. It's just like they actually got, the actors were okay. They're not good actors. They're just okay, which is better than the bad actors we have. I do think some of the dialogue between Mel and Des is like really stupid and like it feels ad-libbed in like a shitty way. And of course the movie doesn't make any sense, but we have seen worse, which is it's sad for us. So 1.5. Yeah. Well,
I almost gave this 2, but I also went 1.5 on this, simply because of one very painful fact. This did not have to be this shitty for any reason. Look, guys, we have seen like this came out in 2017, the height of found footage, like the height of like the 2010s found footage craze, like the revival of found footage, and somehow they managed to screw it up.
Also, why were there, I mean, it's a found footage movie, I guess, technically, yes. But why does the camera glitch so much? It's 2017. Like, why was it everything glitches? It's like glitch. That was not necessary. Cameras are not that bad.
If they were holding a camcorder the entire time, I could understand that. But cell phone footage, like GoPro footage, which never glitches,
doesn't glitch. Yeah.
There's no reason for that. You're right. It was 100% not there, aside from, well, there were glitches in Paranormal Activity and made it creepy, so we have to do it here. It's like it worked for Paranormal Activity because it was filmed in 2007.
You figure it's like demonic EMP interference. This is just a girl with her iPhone, a girl with her webcam, and everything has the weird like glitches. Like every scene doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it's
like VHS glitches.
Yeah, there's no reason why this film had to be so lazy and so stupid. And so because of that, yeah, no, 1.5.
Yeah, it's on Tubi, everybody. You can check it out there. And we have a drink and a drinking game for you if you want to take 75 minutes of your life that you'll never get back. Anyway, that's been this episode of Versus. If you made it this far in the video, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Go to the Facebook group at Why We Love Horror. Hey, and while you're over there, you can join the Letterboxd Challenge for Why We Love Horror. Go there, make your list, let us know what you're doing, interact with us. We love it. We're continuing down the ITN rabbit hole. So the next movie that came out is a movie that has a bunch of people in the horror world in it. It's a movie called My Uncle John is a Zombie. That's the title of the movie, and we'll be covering it next week on Versus. Well, until then, I am John Marr, and that is Will Cohen, and we will see you next week right here on Versus.